What is up, guys? Euclid back here with you again, and welcome back to my channel. Lately, we've been trying a few things differently around here, including podcasts of the sort with my good friends at the Good Feels chat, and today we're going to go a little bit more in depth on the Stalker 2 gameplay. Some people have actually asked me on the Discord official Stalker server, some fellow fans of mine that just want to know my thoughts on it, so I'm going to give them right now. I've already actually reacted to the trailer, and that is in my video that I made before this. That is the E3 podcast reaction video that I reacted to with my friends. Well, that was for a little bit of everything, but I'm going to kind of dive in on some games that I'm specifically interested in. Stalker 2 is right there at the top. The only game that actually parallels Stalker for me is the Metro series. So I'm really excited for this. I'm really excited with what I saw, but I actually want to take a second to dive in personally on myself with you guys to see what we see in the gameplay, because it is looking beautiful. I've already seen people complain. Shut the fuck up. There's nothing about this that even looks remotely bad. You're just complaining for the sake of complaining, because that's just how the video game culture in the communities is now. This is a beautiful trailer. I'm really excited to see some legitimate gameplay full on, but for now, this is what we've got with the official gameplay trailer 4K from E3 of 2021. So let's dive into it.
Как спарит.
Yes.
Чё там?
Леолик.
Готово.
Ну и пошли они нахрен.
Спасибо тебе. Ты многим сталкерам жизнь спас.
Ну, давай, малюй картину маслом.
I love it, dude. It looks good. MP! I love it. I need it in my life. So badass.
Вот поэтому я ни в какие разборки и не лезу. Не хочу пулю поймать.
Ну, не знаю. Между аномалией и маслиной...
And Clear Sky Swamp, dude. It looks so good. Oh, there's a flesh. Got caught up in a gravity anomaly, I believe. And I'm loving this antenna device. Oh my god. It looks so good. I cannot wait to go back to the Great Swamps. I need it, because I'm Clear Sky through and through.
Вот ты говоришь, а я прям вижу красоту
So
эту.
that looked amazing!
Не первый год в зоне, вроде примелькалась уже, а каждый день удивляет.
Yeah.
Зона надоесть не может.
This is the Dead City. This looks like the Mercs headquarters. Sorry. I've already reacted. Hey, there's a detector on the table. We see it. Vella's detector, I believe? No. Yes.
Узнаешь мотив? Слышал? Вот это культура! А ты одно и то же по кругу лобаешь.
Сам же просишь.
Wow.
У меня музучилище, если что.
О, месье, прошу прощения. Может, там ученый?
I love it.
Профессура. Они вам лабораторию найдут.
Oh, dear God. Yes, going back into the labs. Looks like he's got a Saiga. Bloodsucker. Oh, this is so freaky. Oh.
Пошел ты.
Зря ты так с друзьями. Ты же его на вылазки таскаешь.
Чего-чего, а дружбы в зоне я точно не встречал.
Это верно.
Он мучился?
Нет.
Это хорошо. Он этого не заслужил.
А пулю заслужил. Жаль, что ты так с ним поступил.
This
Мне
guy.
тоже. Считаешь, я не думал, как обойтись без его смерти? Она не могла быть свободна, пока он жил.
It's a sequel.
Зато теперь посмотри на нее. Нет, Скиф, я не отдам ее никому. Зона дала мне жизнь, новую жизнь. Жизнь, которую я готов вернуть, если потребуется. Я буду защищать ее. Всегда.
Holy shit, dude. You gotta love seeing the Gauss again.
Охренеть.
Похоже, пора.
И куда ты теперь?
В Припять. Нужно с ним поговорить.
Need to talk to him.
Удачной охоты, сталкер.
That looks so incredible. And there are already people bitching about the trailer. Why? Why are you complaining? This is what we've been waiting for. This is a vanilla Stalker game that already looks...
Day one with Xbox Game.
Yeah, and of course on Xbox Game Pass as well, which was a good move. That's going to get people to get on Xbox Game Pass, which I personally support Xbox Game Pass. I don't play on Xbox anymore. My Xbox Live account has long been out of its subscription because I'm on PC now. But I still see the need for it, and the fact that this game, it's going to make so many amazing titles and long-awaited sequels like Stalker 2, and I love the name Heart of Chernobyl. So what I really want to do is kind of go through the trailer and break it down while I have time. It was just remarkable to see everything that we saw in the trailer. I like Skiff. I think Skiff and the Stranger, who is looking like some kind of anime villain, honestly, but in real life, I think they're talking about S.T.A.L.K.E.R. I think they killed S.T.A.L.K.E.R. I think that's what happened, and would be heartbreaking. We're gonna turn the volume down and do what we normally do, and kind of break through the trailer and cut it up in digestible pieces. So right here, I think it's meant to kind of give you similar vibes to Sidorovich's bunker. I think that's what this door is supposed to give you. Not necessarily Sidorovich's bunker. I'm also getting, you know, vibes from the Stalker film at the room at the end of the tunnel. I mean, there's a lot of different inspirations that combine, but a lot of people have said that it reminds them of the gate, the final doorway leading to Sidorovich in his bartering bunker. So moving on from that, look, we can't get over the fact that they have really captured the ambience of the series. Like, look at this. You've already got someone in a GP5, looks like some kind of GP5 mask. You have the classic, you know, respirator hanging from the mask. They are really trying to make it look similar to the original games, but also kind of carry itself a little bit more realistically. People have already complained that it looks tactical, that it's like, no, it's looking like it did before, but a little bit more believable. And of course, you have the signature guy playing a guitar. It looks like he has some kind of picture of a woman, and it might be like some kind of infamous sticker, maybe a well-known celebrity or somebody from like the early to mid-1900s. So it looks like Skiff went on, maybe this is supposed to carry kind of a mission for, you know, similar to the bandit mission or whatever. Now the buildings in the background, when I look at them, it's kind of hard to notice what they are. You know, maybe the mission was right over here in the buildings when he was clearing warehouses. Maybe it was supposed to give you a similar vibe of when you cleared the car park in Shadow of Chernobyl. This game is called Heart of Chernobyl, and they've already confirmed in the FAQ that this is a sequel to the original trilogy. So it is a sequel to the original games. And that is the most exciting thing about it, because I had a feeling it could have been a prequel because it was Heart of Chernobyl, but maybe not. Maybe not necessarily. Maybe it's moving away from S.T.A.L.K.E.R. and older characters and carrying on with new. There's a lot of things to talk about, but we're going to mainly focus on the trailer because I've got several videos I want to make in regards to this news. There is a sense of honor amongst the loners. These guys, it's pretty apparent these guys are not Freedom, although Freedom is known for having somewhat similar uniforms, it looks like, from what we've seen in early concept and gameplay and the reveal of the models when they showed the Freedom Stalker. He looked very similar to this gentleman here, but he had like, it's basically a motorcycle jacket when they have those padded. My buddy Jake pretty much pointed out immediately that it looks like a motorcycle jacket, the way it carries itself. And then they have these tactical gloves and stuff. And I mean, you would wear stuff that could make you a little bit more durable. So the people that are complaining online about the fact that everybody looks tactical, like, right, I'm sure you're a complete expert in a fantasy sci-fi universe where everybody is going in and dealing with anomalies and mutants. Like, shut the fuck up and go with the series. What I like about it is that it's still carrying some of its originality. This guy's wearing a mask because, you know, maybe it wouldn't be realistic to wear the GP5 mask, because people were complaining about that on the internet too. I've seen it. It's ridiculous. But what I like about it is that it's still carrying on kind of the spirit of the original games. You had Stalkers wearing different masks, GP5 mask. You had them wearing the more flat-faced edition Soviet-era mask. You had the ones wearing the respirators. Some are wearing them, and some of them have it hanging down to their chest or whatever, and they put it on when needed. I'm getting such good vibes from the original games in this trailer immediately at what looks like what may be similar to... I mean, this kind of looks like it actually could be in the Rookie Village in the Cordon. We don't know, you know, specifically where it is. It could actually be down from the little factory north of the Cordon. We don't know, but I'm not too fixated on that. Why? Okay, so right away, attachments, and it looks like, much like Metro Exodus, we're going to be getting the ability to directly attach weapons. They also confirmed some of that in their FAQ, and I will go over that as well in another video. But immediately I'm noticing we got a Viper, or MP5, you know, I'm not sure exactly what equivalent it will be, but it is a submachine gun of the MP class. It looks like a Viper class from the original games. Here, I'm not sure what this building and this location is, but it's looking similar to like a bandit car park. And that's kind of what it is, but this faction may not even be bandits. It may be renegades. We don't know. Look, he's got an Adidas tracksuit on. Looks like... He said, Suka! He's cussing at you immediately. There's weapons stored. They kind of have stashes of weapons. So he picks up... This weapon was in the original game too, if I'm not mistaken. But the way the gunplay and the grenades are working, I'm already liking what I'm seeing. Okay. Holy shit, does this make me excited. Okay? That is one of the watchtowers from the clear sky. Their home in the Great Swamps. But I have a feeling that they may not be around anymore. Maybe they're trying to avoid what people have suggested with the anomaly mods and such. And maybe they're suggesting more so that Clear Sky is gone. But it is beautiful. I also like seeing this over under double barrel shotgun. Maybe as if this guy had just kind of started. There's a flesh. Looking really, like, head crabby. Like, it's looking like it should, is what I'm trying to say. You can see the face, very distorted. They almost have human-like faces. That's the creepiest part about the fleshes. Then, you know, obviously you have these signs. Kind of, signifying that this is a irradiated zone. You gotta be careful. Then you have the tower, which I'm willing to believe you probably can't climb this tower. It's warped. It's being held up by these... Oh my god, it looks so good. Looks like there's some kind of chairs and stuff like that, and looks like a fireplace. So this is probably a stalker camp, I'm seeing. And then you have all these, what looks like gravity anomalies and such. Like, everything is kind of floating. He's getting a signal. And there it is. He found an artifact. And I found out that this was actually a jellyfish artifact. It looks like from the FAQ or whatever, that they've actually announced that this is a jellyfish artifact. Curly Vitya, and we'll see the beauty you speak of. I genuinely cannot get over how good the Great Swamps are looking. Like, I cannot wait to go there. I cannot wait to go there for the first time and just stare at its majesty. I'll be doing a playthrough of it. But oh my god, like, it's a little overwhelming. To be honest with you, the gloom from this kind of reminds me of some OG Stalker art. It reminds me of the Stalker standing on the hill, and there's that little wooden gate, and he's wearing the GP4 mask. They like GP4s in a lot of their artwork. Even the new one, he's got like some kind of variant of a GP4 mask. Moving on from that, he already caught the jellyfish artifact. This place, it looks like some kind of a car seat or something he's sitting by. This is just a makeshift hangout, camp, dugout where they can kind of chill by the fire and take it easy. I just want the game to have that A-Life feeling. I want it to have... There's so much that I want from it. And then this guy. Look at that. People are worried about not seeing the detectors in the game. Well, if you actually watched the trailer, paused it, and looked around, you've got the original detector. But yeah, that's an echo detector. We're going to see original detectors in the game more than likely, or at least they're going to have a mention. People saw that new detector from the Great Swamp section and started freaking out that that's the only one we're going to get. I'm like, why are you instantly looking at the worst possible scenario? It just doesn't make sense. Now, I'm wondering if there's a chance that this isn't the Great Swamp. It's obviously a swamp, right? But here's one thing I didn't notice about the Great Swamp section of this trailer. As soon as I noticed it, I looked to the left of the tower. Looks like some kind of tank. Looks like some kind of T-72 or maybe a more modern version of a main battle tank. But it looks like some kind of late Soviet era main battle tank to the left there. Looks like a part of its barrel has, yeah, corroded off. So you probably can't interact with that, but it's still really cool to see like relics of the Soviet Union spread across the zone throughout Ukraine's exclusion zone. And that's what I'm really excited for as well, is to kind of see those remnants. This guy's a little bit of a kook, but he's probably helpful. And did you see that board? That might be for a scripted event, but wouldn't it be cool if the boards actually gave, like if you look down here? Wouldn't it be amazing if they actually gave like that? That's something I think about pretty often. This area in the background, it looks like there's some kind of lights coming from the houses. I'm wondering if it's a rookie village. Now, we immediately notice here. Looks, maybe you'll even get your own lab. Consider joining the scientists? Suits you well, Professor. So, it's pretty obvious. I feel like they would still be around since they are technically funded and supported by the Ukrainian military. But that's a confirmation by the trailer that the scientists are actually, the ecologist scientists are going to be a faction within Stalker Heart of Chernobyl. Stalker 2 Heart of Chernobyl. Maybe you'll get your own lab. Laboratorio. Yeah. So, immediately you're getting vibes of the creepy-ass X-18, X-16 underground labs you have to clear, dealing with bloodsuckers and burrs and all kinds of mutants, and I hope we see snorks. Like, I want to see so many of the original mutants, but I doubt they're going to get rid of them. It looks like this guy here has... So it looks like it has a Kalashnikov-style body, but it's obviously a form of a 12-gauge shotgun, so it's probably a Saiga. I might be pronouncing it wrong, so I apologize. But that's the first thing I notice. And these containers look like the ones that were in Lab X-18 when they had those weird-looking fetus baby things kind of on the side. They're in other labs too, but Lab X-18 has those little cages or whatever where they're just doing experimentations for like sci fields. So that's really interesting to see. I'm trying to pause it right when the bloodsucker shows up. That is beautiful. I love how it is like lighting up the room whenever that happens. That is so gorgeous. I'm not gonna lie, that's fucking creepy. Like, I'm glad that we're getting that kind of that same horror aspect. It goes from kind of being in the wild and having more of a tense situation in the foliage and the nature of the cordon and the garbage and everywhere else around the, at least the immediate starting points of the zone in the Dark Valley. But then you have these labs, and I'm sure we'll get new labs. We may even get to go to old ones. I do hope, we know we're going to see the cordon. I imagine we'll still see the Freedom Base at the barrier. I don't know what kind of enemies we're going to see. Probably something different than the Monolith, which could be good for the series. But to see these classic monsters is really cool. Oh my god. That's fucking creepy. He's trying to leave. But look at that. He just wants a kiss. Like, it's awesome. Terrifying, dude. I'll just let it play for a second. I love it. I love how it's looking. Yeah, so he's kind of putting him in his place. He seems like he has some experience, but he's being a bit of an asshole, and this guy's kind of checking him. No friendship in the zone. You can tell that they're kind of uneasy about pissing each other off. The facial expressions in the game are fantastic. Then there's this guy, which is giving me, I can't help it, like these serious Hideo Kojima vibes. I don't know why. He's giving me like some kind of main antagonist vibes.
Это хорошо. Он этого не заслужил.
He did not deserve it.
Пулю заслужил.
The bullet was well
Жаль,
deserved.
что ты так с ним поступил.
It's a shame you just...
Тоже. Считаешь, я не думал, как обойтись без его смерти? Она не могла быть свободна, пока он жил.
Look at all this. Look at all this shit.
Зато теперь посмотри на нее.
We're breaking it up, right? You have like these oil derricks looking like in the background. You have these fallen structures and it looks like it could be even destroyed ships in the background. You have this massive looking gravity anomaly, but it looks like it's also got burnt pieces inside of it. You have these smokestacks. Let me get him a little away from me because he's making me uncomfortable. He looks amazing, but he does look like a villain. He's got like this dark, this black tactical stalker suit, you know? Kind of looks like it could even be a duty suit, but he's obviously meant to be some kind of... I'm feeling like he's an antagonist. Like, I'm getting really antagonistic vibes from him. You have this anomaly, but down here... I mean, that actually could be one of the towers, like the generators. It looks like a similar generator. This anomaly down here. Looks like cityscaping near there. We'll just kind of let it play for a second while we turn it down. Just the zone brought him back to life. That's what it's talking about. Or he came to the zone and was able to escape. And look at this bad boy. That experimental Gauss rifle from the original games.
Oh, man.
Oh, I love it. I love it. But look at the animation after it fires. Oh my god. It's like it's alive. So pretty. And then this right here. To see that again. Ugh. It looks so good. It looks so good. And I love the PDA beep, dude. That was my text tone for a long time. God, I loved seeing that and hearing that. Pripyat, I need to talk to him. And this guy stops him. And there's like general concern in his eyes because he's going to Pripyat. And a lot of these stalkers probably don't go that far north into the zone. You know, they probably stick to like the garbage at the farthest. But he's friends with them. Their source location and their safety in numbers, especially amongst the non-official brotherhood of the loners. So... And I like that he didn't go, "Good hunting, Stalker." I'm liking that everything I'm seeing is in the language it should be in. I'm really liking that. Give me some subtitles. My dank ass will eventually learn a different language, but don't besmirch the game. Just give us subtitles. Let them speak in the language that they're supposed to speak in. It sounds better. It matches the heart of the people that made the game, and it matches the characters more because that's where they're from anyways. So, you shouldn't deviate from that. I am loving what I'm seeing. I am loving how it's looking. Heart of Chernobyl sounds amazing. Oh, God. I can't wait to play, but I have the original games to go through anyways. And that's what I noticed about this game, is like the locations. If GSC could truly make it open, at least in sections, at least. But if they could truly make it open, somehow, like in some sense that the original games were, I mean, they're going to do fine. If this is just a next generation Stalker game like it should be, and it's going to be kind of what we expect, and I imagine the story is going to be better because I feel like maybe the development won't be as troubled. I'm not talking badly about GSC, but things weren't always easy for GSC and its developers. Most people that look into it know that. But I'm just happy to see a product here. I'm happy to see the labs underground the way they're supposed to look. I'm not going to lie, it actually hit a soft spot for me to see the Great Swamps. It looks really good. I mean, the Great Swamps really does look like some of that OG art for Shadow of Chernobyl. It was really good to see. I kind of hope Clear Sky's still around. There's so many questions I have that I just don't have an answer to. The Collector's Edition comes with a few patches that confirms like Freedom and Loners and I think Duty are still around. But I'm sure some factions have been wiped out or eliminated. Clear Sky's probably gone, sadly. Maybe we can find remnants of their base. That would be really cool. But, I don't know, guys. I really want to know what you think. Leave it down in the comments, your opinions on the trailer. Did you like what they had to offer us? They showed us some gameplay. I want to know this guy's name. They just label him as the Stranger, but he knows Skiff. And I think other people know that they are acquainted. But the guy they're talking about killing, it was probably S.T.A.L.K.E.R from the original games. Yeah. Very antagonistic. He's giving me kind of Monolith vibes, to be honest with you. Just in the sense of what his cause and what his purpose is in the zone. And you have all the birds kind of flocking in one direction. It looks like they're flocking away. So is this sunlight coming over the horizon, or is it an emission? Like, what are they fleeing? It's hard to tell. But I don't know. There's a lot of questions we just aren't going to have the answer for anytime soon. It comes out next year, so I'm sure a lot more news is going to leak out by GSC and probably unofficial sources, unfortunately. So until that time, guys, let me know what you guys think in the comments about the trailer. I'm happy with how it's looking. So hope you guys are liking it too. If you guys like the video, remember to hit like. If you want to see more videos like this in the future, especially with Stalker content, subscribe to the channel. It's the best way to support me. For those of you that don't know, I do have a Patreon account. I demonetize my channel because YouTube's algorithm is horseshit. So we kind of moved away from that, and it supports me better than YouTube's algorithm really ever could. I have 4 patrons that support me thus far, and their names are Paul Powers, Legacy 11, Miha, and Daniel Cutforth. And so far, I just appreciate your guys' support and staying with me this long. You know, we've kind of kept this going, and I think it's really been good for the channel. It's really been good for the content, and I hope to keep it up. So until next time, guys, this has been the reaction for the Stalker 2 Heart of Chernobyl gameplay trailer. I am Euclid, and I will see all of you in the zone in the next video.